And we're live.
Oh, we are live again. I know, I get so excited when I go live. This is exciting. Okay. It is so exciting, right? Because we're going to talk about AI. Yeah, I'm so in love with AI. It makes my life. Guess what I said? I go
What did you say?
live. I go live, and hubby Roy walks into the boat, right? So,
Of course.
good morning, hubby Roy. We are live and we're online. Like
Ah,
it's
and you got a
guaranteed.
hug.
And I got a hug, right? And I got a hug. So, okay. So for everybody, I'm on a boat, and so there's not a lot of space. So as he comes in the door, he steps into my office, and my desk is about this big. Anyway, so we're going to talk
Yes.
about AI. I am specifically going to talk about AI, about processes and how to maximize it in our business. Sort of speed test stuff, and maximize it in our business. And so AI is going to take over the world. Yeah, right?
Yeah. But before we talk about that, who are you, lady over there in red?
Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm Veronica Jeans, a Shopify queen and best-selling author of Shopify Made Easy on Amazon. My third book is going up, and
Heard.
optimizing Shopify this
That's
week. So
amazing.
my third
Third
book. Isn't
book.
it exciting? I need to put my books down below. And
Yes.
so
We tab.
Mr. Tim in the red. Who are you? Who
Yes.
are you? What do you do?
I'm Tim Sohn. I'm a live stream producer. So you can have your live show and I show up and push all the buttons and make sure that you show up and make sure the show goes on.
Exactly. You're right. So that's why we're on. I mean, he has the most beautiful images. Hey, Stefan does, isn't it? So we're going to talk about AI,
Yes.
Stefan. We can
Yes, yes. And we
talk
should
about
say
it all
hello
day.
to Alex Chambers is
Alex is
here.
here.
He's saying
Yay, Alex.
yay. And Stefan said,
Yay.
"Wait a minute, is this show the show I is on? Where is she? Oh, maybe he's talking about I Addison Zhang."
AI. No, it's
Artificial
AI. Where is
intelligence.
she?
You're funny,
Artificial
Stefan.
intelligence. Yes,
My
very funny, right?
people. You are our
So, yeah,
people. But what were you
you
saying,
know,
Veronica, before I rudely interrupted you?
you know, yes, exactly.
I know, how
AI,
rude.
right? Everybody's so worried about AI and artificial intelligence. But I think because we see the little girly, the robot girly dancing, go on, the robot girly dancing on in China, right? And she can do all this stuff, right?
Yes.
And then we've seen the movies, and the movies are taking over the world, and it's not going to happen. But
Uh-huh.
AI can make our lives so much easier. And as I said, I'm in love with AI. She is amazing.
She is amazing.
She is
Yes.
amazing, right? She is
AI
amazing.
is a she.
Well, yeah, obviously, because she's smart.
So
So,
Veronica,
yes,
what is
AI.
artificial intelligence or AI anyway?
So, so AI has been around for a long time. What is AI? Is a machine learning that takes data and then predicts of what's going to happen, that somebody's taken an action on. That doesn't sound as if it's okay. So if I'm on a
Yes.
website, right, and I am looking at stuff, right, I'm doing this, and I'm going here, and then I'm going there, and I'll go away. So when I come back again, AI is going to go, hey, she looked at this. Let me show her what she looked at, and oh, she looked at this as well, and she actually clicked it and bought it, right? So they're going to show me. The AI is going to show me exactly what I looked at before, because it starts predicting my activity, my actions. That's what it is. It's just
So it
a,
looks at your behavior and then it
yes,
can predict future behavior based on your past behavior.
yes. Okay, so I'll read
Got
it
it.
off. At its most basic level, because I've done this in Copy AI, because it's super smart, and I've been working in it, so it already knows what I'm looking for. So at its most basic level, AI is simply the ability of a computer program to recognize a pattern in data and use those patterns to make a decision. So we use it all day long, right? So spam, email and spam, right? So
Yes.
your email provider has AI, and it says, hey, these emails popping in there, they've got all these words in there, and that's spam. Or if you've decided that you've taken a couple of emails and you smack them into spam, now it's starting to recognize, okay, she doesn't want to see this, and she says me that that this is spam. So that's it. Really, I mean, we've been using it for such a long time. If you go on Facebook, have you noticed? Okay, so Roy has been looking at guitars, right? Guitars and lessons in guitars. And
Yes.
guess what he sees on Facebook?
What?
Lessons and videos on guitar lessons. And so
Yes.
that's AI, because he's been really looking at it and reading. So it sees Mahavi Roy's reading the articles, he's listening to the videos. Now it says, okay, Roy Jeans, you need to see more of this stuff, because this is obviously what's interesting what is interesting you right now. And so, unfortunately, with me, I look at so many different things. It gets very confused.
But
So AI,
now you're
yeah,
gonna get a lot of Facebook ads for
on,
lessons because you
yeah,
just said
exactly.
that.
And so Siri, what's Siri, right? It
Right.
it's you. And Google, for instance, you are researching stuff, and then it just gives you more of the stuff that you're researching, because that's what you're interested in. So we use it every single day without actually realizing it.
Right.
Oh, yes, exactly, Denise. Denise says she works at artificial intelligence platform. Yes, and absolutely. I mean, it has made my life so much easier, because, for instance, today, um, who are you again? Tim. Tim
Yes.
puts my
Tim.
show together, right? Tim puts my show together, and I need to tell him, hey, I'm going to be talking about this. I have a title. I'm going to be talking about AI. What am I going to be talking about? I pop this into Copy AI, and I start building up things I can talk about. Lists I can talk about. Then I put the lists in, and then it expands the lists for me, and that's how I create my blogs right now. So what has taken me 6 hours to write a blog and think and do research, I just pop these things into Copy AI, and it immediately gives me ideas. I mean, some of them are a bit strange, right? Because it pulls. Does
Yeah.
AI know your competition? Yes, it does. So what happens
Ooh.
is, Maria, as I'm doing research, for instance, I was doing research for my book, right? I think
Yes.
it was the planner, or maybe the Shopify thing. But as I'm researching, or as I'm putting the information in, I get these weird, hey, this is what this guy wrote. So AI is looking online, in this one platform that I'm working in, is starting to grab interesting information online and putting it together into a paragraph or several sentences. You have to then decide what you want to write about. Okay. So it literally gives you the ideas of okay, you can talk about what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about predictive behavior online, how you can save money, how you can make more sales by predictive behavior of your customers on your shopping cart, right? So if you're using AI in that aspect, it makes the process so much easier for your customers online, and they'll get whatever they need. Exactly, right? I know,
Right.
Maria, right? I know. So
Right.
I had several. So as I was typing this in, I had several um, paragraphs of literally the competition. Oh, so in Copy AI, and I say I'm using Copy AI. There are several platforms now. Who was it? Denise knows about this. Several platforms that are developing content, right? So I'm talking about copy AI, which is content. And so they have opened up these supercomputers and said to people, hey, you can, and I know Andrew has a whole string of things of how it all started by, Microsoft guy and the other guy and some other guy, and the guy that does the cars, the electric cars.
Elon Musk?
Yes, it
Yes.
was him as well, right? So they put this money together and said, hey, here are the computers, go out and create businesses from this. And that's how we creating this. That's where they came up with these softwares that can actually help us create more content. And I'm
Right.
using it. So I am using it for my book as well, because every now and again I go, I need more, a better description of something than what I can say, and then it helps me with my language as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
So Veronica Jeans, how can AI help
e-commerce,
e-commerce? Yes.
exactly. Yes, so that's a huge subject, right? So e-commerce. So for instance, think of a customer that comes onto your website, and then they start looking at products and they don't know what they want, and they are, when you have visitors come onto your website, they don't always come to buy immediately. They're doing investigations, right? They are checking things out, they're checking you out, and then they go away, and then they will look at other websites. And so AI can literally see what these people are interested in, and then it puts the information in front of them that they literally want to buy. And if you talk about a simple way to talk about it is like remarketing. We think about it as remarketing. So as somebody looks at something, I mean, you look at something online. I want some boots today, right? My toes are cold. I want to buy some boots. So you go and start looking at boots, and suddenly you've got the stuff following you all the way around, because it's determined that, hey, you need to see this information, and then you see it on Facebook, and then you see wherever you go, you're going to see the stuff that you need to buy. I was getting, my brain was starting. Anyway, so
You're good.
yeah, again, and then processes. So how is it going to make it easier for the process of the customer going from click on the product, and hey, here's something else maybe that you want to buy, and then going on immediately to checkout. So, and even in the back end, say for instance, a Walmart. Okay, so here's a big thing. Walmart has they bought a software, and it's an app, right? And I think they call it chat app. I'm not sure right now. In fact, I did make a note of it. And so they've got this app that Walmart people can use, the employees can use, to actually find things in the store and help the customers. So they are improving the customer service. They have improved the customer service, I think 90%, because the app actually literally helps them find a specific product that somebody's looking for.
Well, I was there one day. I was at Walmart one day, Veronica, and I was looking for something, and they said, Do you have a Walmart app on your phone?" And I
Yes,
said, "No," but they said, "Can you download it?" And I said, "Okay." So I downloaded it, and you can just search for whatever keyword, and you can find it, and it'll tell you what aisle and what side, and yeah.
exactly. So, and so here, so with copy AI, copy AI, I've got it on the brain. With AI, for instance, right? You have the chatbot. So if you have a chatbot on your website, and you have these automatic answers that you can give to your customers, that's a form of a artificial intelligence as well, because
Right.
the computer, the server, says, hey, she's looking for this. I've got to put all these things, the data together, and download it for her so she can read it, right? So that's
Right.
what it is, literally. I mean, we've been using it for such a long time, and
Yeah.
now it's like in front of people, and more people are seeing it. Interesting. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Aya. Yes, exactly. So, customer service, again, when you get onto customer service, you don't, people are sick, they don't come to work, they've got COVID. Customer service is overwhelmed by questions. So, if you have all the data in your, say for instance, Walmart has all the data in their service. So now the app can put all this information together and quickly get that answer to you without having to do the search and the search and another search and another search. If you look at Google now, if you do a search, how many answers they give you when you are searching, right? And I mean, I always teach about keyword search and keyword phrase search. I mean, they literally give you the answers of the predictive behavior of other people searching for it and giving you the solution right at the top when you're searching for something in Google. So that's how everybody is doing it right now, and most people don't realize it, that we are literally using it daily in it, right, daily. Again, back to e-commerce. I'm getting back to the servers again, right? So the servers have all your data, and all the data is in whatever it's streams, or what's that movie called, Matrix?
Matrix, yeah.
I love all the streams coming down, right? It's in these streams coming down, baby. And so you just literally have to do, hey, I want shoes size 8, wide, pink with a black stripe, and it immediately goes, it's got all the keywords that you need, and it'll give you the answer, and you have the product. That's basically what it is. Yes, Chris Bro is here. He's a big fan of AI. I know.
Chris Bro from Lately.
From where?
Lately.
Oh,
Lately.
Yes. Lately, yes, exactly.
Lately, right. They use AI also in their solution as well.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you something. Everybody uses it, right? Because if you have data, it's computer generated data, and that's basically what AI is, right, Chris? I mean, that's it. I mean, the data that we're searching for comes back to us, and we get the answer.
I met him at Social Media Marketing World.
Oh, that's where we met.
Yes.
Right?
That's right.
So what I like AI is right now, and I'm so enthusiastic about it, because, for instance, I have clients that come in and they show me their products, and they have no idea what to put in for their product descriptions. It is really hard to be. Nobody's that good at. Well, you get content generators, but it's not easy to put in content in your product description that makes sense to the customer without getting too much into the features, and we have to be more into the benefits. So how to do that is extremely difficult, just to use your own brain. And believe me, I'm useless at it, totally useless. And that's what I tell my customers. They give me the content, baby, and I'm fine, right?
Yeah.
But so since I've started doing the content in copy AI, I have to say copy AI. Since I've been doing the content, it is so easy for me to actually generate really, really good content, because it gives you so much, and then you have to just choose what you're going to use, and it gives it to me grammatically correct, since I speak 4 languages and my grammar sucks, right? Seriously sucks. As my son, he used to say to me, "Mom, you got to have somebody read your emails because they really suck." Oh, isn't that bad? Right? So because I think in German.
You can speak German?
I speak fluent German, yes.
I didn't know that.
And then I think in English, and it's all back to front, right? Or Afrikaans is back to front with English, and English is weird anyway,
Maybe we should do these shows in multiple languages.
That would be fabulous. Actually, I did. My German is a bit bad because I don't speak it a lot, but when I go home to Namibia, it's like it switches in my brain. It switches, and I can speak it. And I was on a German show, and I had to practice. I actually did Siri, right? I would drive along, and I go, Siri, tell me what does this mean in German. I could practice my German to get my German brain on the fend again. Yes. I love what Chris says.
Is this a German word? Is that English word?
Post, yeah, post.
What does that mean?
Post is cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah, you post with a Stein, right? Which is the big thing of beer that you get. Yeah,
shout out to beer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're getting off track.
Beer. Yeah, we're getting off track here. Okay. So personalized content. So again, as I was saying about products, is so you have those. Okay, let's go to Amazon, right? So when you're on Amazon and you start searching for stuff, then suddenly you have all these other products that a customer that has searched for the same as what you did pops up at the bottom, gives you more ideas, right. And then you get so lost into the
rabbit
black hole of Amazon, right? But it gives you ideas of, hey, these people actually bought this product, or these people also viewed this product. That's copy AI. That's AI at its finest. And then what it does is it says, and this blew my brain out, right? So my book's on Amazon, and then suddenly I've got the competition. This Amazon puts the competition with that, hey, if you buy this book, you can buy this book and this book. And I go, no.
Right.
That's crazy. AI, right? It's putting together products. Some of them don't make sense, right? But it puts together products that would, I think, probably be a good fit for what you are looking at. So when you're looking at, I think I've looked at like camera, whatever it was, clips or something like that. For my lights, I don't use my lights anymore. That's all about my German post. Yes, Denise. Yes, that was my. I speak, and I'm getting off track here. I speak German. I speak German, Afrikaans, and English at home, which my home that I grew up in. And so I went to Afrikaans school, I went to German school, and I went to English school. And so I tend to mix and match, and that's why my grammar really, really sucks, because if I don't remember the one word, I'll remember it in a different language, which doesn't make you perfect in one language. So yeah, it's sometimes my husband goes, what really? And then then I lived in Holland, so I remember the Dutch word as well, which is really weird, but and I speak fluent Dutch as well. And okay, so let's get back to the suggested product for viewers. Just keep losing track of what we're talking about, but that's it exactly, right? Amazon is using AI to give you the products that you are interested in. Boom, right? That's it exactly.
Boom, baby.
And it's personalized. Boom, baby. Right. So when I do research for my competition online, I literally go onto their you search by 100 bestsellers, right? But then you can go onto the products and then see the suggestions and see who else is also selling the same products.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So this is actually a really good one, because Google this last year. Was it last year? This year is so. This was last year, right?
Who knows what year it is, right?
I know, right? Google changed the way that it actually, the way they want us to set up our websites. And there's lots of LSDs and MSDs, and I have no idea what they are, but lots of criteria. But the big thing is content and relevancy to our clients that are our customers coming to our websites. And so this is twofold. Okay, so when somebody comes into your store and they immediately find they're looking for something, and whatever they're looking for gets downloaded immediately. right? That there's no, hey, maybe she would do this, maybe this. And so all the stuff that gets downloaded actually makes the website slower, right? So if it's something specific that it downloads for the searcher, it makes it faster. Does that make sense? Yes, right?
It
Yes.
does. Asked and answered.
And then,
But it does, yes.
And so here's the other thing, right? So because our websites load faster, Google says, wow, that website, I have to put them into the 999,000th position now because the websites are loading faster. That's one of the big criteria for Google for last year and this year is fast loading websites. No waiting for things to like dial up. Remember dial up? When the images used to fold in like this.
AOL.
I know.
You've got mail.
Yeah, you've got mail. I've never had AOL. I had what did I have? Maybe I had Yahoo. No. Anyway, I actually had my own servers. So I had my own email server. I was an email provider.
There you go.
Yes. So I ran my own servers for my customers, an email server and a website server. But you still find people that are not adding images to their stores that are too heavy, which means they don't download fast, right? You know that.
I do.
Yes. How can our AI can impact your online business? Hugely, right?
Hugely.
Hugely, right? You have basically, you have not even talk about the search. You talk about the products. You have content on your products that make your customers want to buy your product. Boom, right? Then you have if they're searching for something, they have the information immediately without having to search too long, right? Immediate information. And then let me think. The search downloads faster, right? It makes the process of finding products that they might also like on the page as well. So as they are shopping, and they go, hey, you might like this one, and you might like this as well. So it gives them some opportunities to actually upsell your products.
Right.
And AI. So even talking about the back end of it, right? The back end of AI.
Yes.
Is making you search for your own products so much easier. So for instance, you had a warehouse full of products, right? And you have, nowadays they have apps and they just scan with their phones, right? But you scan for a product, you have a number, boom, the product pops up. Walmart. We get back to Walmart again.
Right.
I mean, that's how they make it that fast for people to actually buy. If the product isn't in the store, they will tell them, hey, it's online, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, nowadays, I mean, it's like, I want to say, where's Roy? I'm not allowed to swear online. It's like a crapshoot, right? It's like a crapshoot, right? You go into the store and you go, I'm going to buy pasta today. That specific pasta that I like, and it's not there. And then you come back tomorrow and they've got that, but they don't have this. So it is, it is a crapshoot, right? But still, if you had an app that can say, hey, my products are online, it gives your customers another opportunity to buy offline if you had it in the store. And if you didn't have it in the store, you can say, hey, you can actually pick it up tomorrow. So everything is automated. Right?
That's great. Yeah.
Yes.
You want to make everything as simple as possible for our customers, right?
As simple as possible, yes. And okay, so begin back to the content generation. So if you had your products were speaking to your customers in the language that they want to hear, right?
Yeah.
It has to be funny, has to be formal, or more technical, and also it has those keywords that your customer has in their brain that they're looking for. Plus, And so you have your short descriptions at the top of the product. Then you get to the bottom and have more information that they need, because you know that you need to have as much information on the page as possible, but not at the top, right? Not at the top of your product page, because you've got to have your button at the top, not under the fold, which is seriously hard, because they're shopping on their phones, they're shopping on their iPads, they're shopping on their computers. So that
everywhere.
target line moves around.
Yeah.
But you want that button as high as possible. So very, very snappy, short benefits of why they're buying the product. And then you can fill them in on all that other cool stuff that you need to talk about in the bottom of the product, and give them the opportunities to actually, hey, you might also like these other products. And I think that's the biggest and then creating blogs on your website as information and really cool articles, because the AI can actually curate information for you, right? And then you can actually write about it and then email your customers, and boom, you've got some more information for your customers.
Boom,
Baby. Boom. Yes, I know,
yes.
right? As I said, I'm so in love with AI, because I can now literally. So I chatted to you on Sunday. Did I send you the information on Sunday? I created that information for this chat on Sunday.
Yeah.
The part that that's in the descriptions took me 5 minutes. 5 minutes, right?
Nice.
And I actually I was playing around, with sections and information and some more stuff. And I've literally got a 1,500 word blog within an hour.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Wow.
I am dead serious. Yes. So now you know. And
That's
so
amazing.
I'm creating blogs all the time, because it's easy now, because it's just like it. So what you would normally do with a blog, you will go online, do some searches, read some blogs, and then get the information, and then do some more search. And that's how I research for my book sometimes, just to make sure that I'm talking sense in my books, because it has to be factual, right? It has to be factual. But with Copy AI, it actually curates that information and then puts it in a sense that, okay, she wants the information this way. And the more you use it, the more information the AI is going to give you.
Right. Yeah.
You use German. Ich spreche nur Deutsch ein kleines bisschen, weil mein Gehirn nicht denkt in Deutsch jetzt, aber nur in English. So what I said was, my brain doesn't think in English if I'm in an English environment. It thinks, obviously, it doesn't think in German, right? So the German starts coming out in English instead of in German. So my brain actually switches between languages where I am at. And even my Afrikaans sounds a bit funny. But yeah, you've got to keep practicing. So here's the cool thing about speaking different languages is you stand in the elevator and people go chee behind you. They don't realize that you know exactly what they're saying. So I've done that a lot, because especially Germans, when they come to America, they don't know that it's quite a lot of people here are German, right? And from wherever they've been. I mean, people have come to this country from all over the world for a long time, and I find that a lot of the oldies tend to, still talk the same language, and so everybody hears it. So a lot of people actually understand it but can't speak it, which is quite difficult.
Yes.
So, okay, so I've got a special deal today with Copy AI.
Yes,
because I made a deal for my clients, my customers who have Shopify, and they need a lot of help. So he said I can actually promote it. Andrew did. Andrew, he works for Copy AI. But yeah, you can get it on a special price. Go and have a look at it. I mean, it seriously makes your life so much easier. Di Patterson is here. Hey, Di. Yes, I'm helping Di with her product in Shopify as well. And I'm going to be using Copy AI to help her expand on her product descriptions and everything.
Oh, awesome.
She's a generalist. You see, my English tends to, my tongue gets wrangled up. But yeah, so she's selling a product, a subscription box for vets, seniors, and that type of thing. It's very, very interesting.
Cool.
Very interesting lady.
Very
yes.
cool.
Yes.
Welcome.
Very, very cool. Yes, exactly. And so, yeah, it can help. And for instance, it can literally help you with your emails as well. We were talking about the emails with Kelly in my workshop this morning. And I said, when you put in, it does like email headers. How gerontologist, thank you, Di. So that's not so hard, That's not so hard. So it literally helps her with her email headers. And I think email headers are probably the most difficult thing to create because, you get so many emails in, and I tend to do that, oh, this looks interesting. Let me click on this, right? So, and that's most customers are, if it doesn't look interesting, they'll read it later. So creating those email headers is super, super important. Yes, thank you. I'm so happy that you popped in. This is amazing. So we've actually been on gerontologists are special, are social scientists of aging after the age of 60. You see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, right? We haven't had. I know her sister Mary, and that's how I connected with Di. And so I'm helping them with Shopify, with the box, literally.
Nice.
And making it more user friendly, actually, making the site a little bit more user friendly, because it's not always that easy. You can put stuff up and you can put stuff on a website, but it doesn't translate to a shop where people actually go and want to buy a product. Yeah, we rock that. I know, right? I can't wait to meet with her. We're going to meet every week, so we're going to drive her sister nuts.
Nice.
We both like this, right? So yeah, I love learning about new stuff and what people are selling and why they're selling it, and their passion about their products is such a huge deal, right? Because then they can literally write about it and then give the customers more information. And when somebody actually likes what they sell is when they talk about it and their face lights up, right? That's when you know.
Especially if they're doing videos. Is she doing videos?
No. Oh, yes, she is. You know what she's doing? Yes. So you know what she does, which I found absolutely amazing.
What does she do?
So she has these different products in the box, right? In the box.
Mm-hmm.
And so she actually does a demonstration of the product. And one of them was a shower squeegee.
She demonstrates a shower squeegee.
She demonstrated the shower. That was hilarious. She demonstrates the shower squeegee. And then they created gifts from it, right? Yes. So her education experience translated into expertise to curate products for seniors, the widowed, the disabled, and our veterans. Yes. So she's also got the stick or the handle. You know how hard it is? I don't know. You probably don't know. We don't know how hard it is to get out of a car if you're disabled, right? So she's got this handle. I think it's a handle or something, that helps them actually get up out of the car. I mean, fabulous stuff. I mean, really, really well thought of.
Awesome.
One of them is a pickup, the
range
bag
of
for
motion.
the dog.
She said it's called range of motion.
So one of them is a pickup bag for poo for the dog, right? Because I mean, as she said, that's only part of the whole thing that I read is that. Because I skim through stuff, I don't really read stuff. I just hand it over to my minions to do. But one of the things is that if you are widowed, especially, seniors, if they have animals, it's proven if they have animals that they, live a better life. longer life, range of
Hmm.
motion, right? Yes,
Interesting.
exactly. Yes, it's very interesting, right? Because it's such a different
Yeah.
product. Anyway, yes, now
Very
we're all
cool.
talking about Di's product, but
Yes.
even with her product, right? So we have to find a way to actually get somebody to buy the product and then subscribe to the product, right? So
Right.
you've got to have that right content in your descriptions and everything to make people actually buy the product.
Right. Exactly. She said
Yeah.
ergonomic auto handle to help safely enter
Yes, and so
car.
if you, I mean, you could use that if you had an operation and you can't get in and out of a car, which is really difficult, right? So
Right.
anyway, we
Yes.
talked about everything and anything, and
We did.
AI today, right? AI today. So this has
Yes.
been,
Yes. Chris Bro, not sure lately is sending. I'm tempted to. You should go, Chris Bro. I'm going. I'll meet you there.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I'm not going. I'm not going.
Yes. I'm allegedly going.
I don't know.
Anyway, this has been a
Anyway,
wonderful conversation, hasn't
I know,
it,
right? I
Veronica
know.
Jeans?
I
It's been
know.
such a variety of
I
things.
know. And we talked about AI.
And most importantly, we talked about AI.
Exactly, exactly. So I will have more information on my blog that I will be posting this week and putting out there, because here's the thing is I created that blog in AI, and so now I have about, I think, 6 sections that I wrote about different types of ways to use AI. So now I've got 6 posts, right? Um,
Yes.
um, uh, Social media posts, and I've got a blog that I can send out. So, and then I can send out the blog and email. So that's after I can touch my customers 8 times
That's awesome.
for them to come and, maybe I should, yeah, so for them to come and buy something. And that's what you
Right.
have to do, is get that content out to actually get your customers to come in and buy your products. Yes,
Amazing.
yes. Thank you, Di. Yes, I'll make sure everybody gets a link, because it is seriously serious. I'm tempted just to put in what AI gave me, and just to show what I curated literally from what it gave me. I just put it onto the side of the editor, and boom, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Literally, just put the information what I got from AI, just to show you how good it is. I don't
Awesome.
have to do any work. Yes, because it is. I used to hate blogging. I used to talk about it and seriously hate it, but now it's just so easy. And so, and one of the cool things is I'm going to start try using it on my book as well,
Oh,
to
nice.
round the content out. So I'm going to yeah, it's fabulous.
Very cool. And don't forget
Boom,
about the
baby.
special deal.
Yes, 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 yes. And you can, if you interested in setting up your Shopify store, don't call me, buy my book. Right? Buy
What
my
she
book.
said.
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, it's so cool, when somebody reads a book and then they connected with me on Shopify inbox,
Mhm.
and then the inbox on the chat on my computer actually sends me an email. And so it was so cool to read that they built their whole store. Well, expected, but it's nice to hear, and that now they're ready for my next book, because they have to optimize their store and get more customers. That's really what you need, right? Get more customers.
That's it. Boom, baby.
Okay, boo, baby, let's go. Okay, this is it for today. I've
Yes.
talked
And
enough.
Veronica, who
Yes.
we're going to have a guest next week, right?
Yes, we're going to have Anita Wong, and she's
Yes.
from London, and she is going to be talking. We're going to be talking about um, uh, YouTube and Instagram.
Instagram?
Yes, yes. So
Cool.
she's a huge. She does courses and teaches things about Instagram and connecting the dots. I love that. Hey, she connects the dots on all your social media. So, and then how to create and get more movement on your YouTube is very, very hard. And what she did. So we'll have to lots of questions for her.
Awesome. Well, looking
Okay,
forward to that.
brilliant. Yes, I need to get that
Yes.
out and going. I don't need to create anything.
Yes. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And love having you, and come back next week. Lots about YouTube and Instagram.
Yes. Should we dance as we're
Yes.
leaving? Should
Yes,
we
we're
dance?
dancing. We're dancing. Yes, yes,
Dance.
yes.